What is up, guys? Epic Pokemon TCG here, and I have a kind of a random video, but it's one I figured why not, I'll make it. This is going to be my 10 steps to getting into Pokemon and getting better at it, and that is referring to the TCG. Alright, step number 1. Purchase cards. To play the TCG, you gotta have cards. So I recommend going out and get a couple theme decks, getting a trainer kit, getting some packs, whatever. Don't go out and buy gigantic EXs and stuff, because I'll explain why you shouldn't do that immediately in the next couple steps. But yeah, just go get some cards, get a collection, get a legal deck. I'll explain what that is here in a second. Alright, before I get into step 2 and 3 can be either way, it doesn't matter. But step number 2 is find a league. To find a league, you can go on www.pokemon.com, and they have a little feature on there where you can type in your location and they'll pull up the closest league to you. And that's a really good way to get into Pokemon, because you go up there and you get a little pop ID, and you go make an account on Pokemon.com, and you just get all kinds of stuff going on. And the people there will be able to help you and walk you through it. But finding a league is definitely a good way to get into the game, because you'll get exposed more to decks and all kinds of stuff. You get exposed to a community and just all that jazz. Okay, step number 3. Learn how to play. Holy crap, it is raining hard. Alright, step number 3. Learn to play. That is really important, because to play the TCG, you have to know how to play the TCG. You can kind of read on a rule book, kind of learn like the steps and all that stuff, but another really good way would probably be to go to the league and ask someone to walk you through how to do it. Just say, hey, I'm new, I don't know how to play, can you help me out, or something like that. And Pokemon has a really good community, in my opinion anyway. I've met a lot of really nice people. I've met a couple, I can't say the word, but I'm pretty sure whatever came in y'all's head just then was probably the word on my mind. But this is a really good community, and there's people that will probably walk you through it and teach you how to play. And that's why I think finding a league is a really good thing. Alright, step number 4. Make friends. That is a very, very important thing in this game. Having friends, because not only will you have more fun playing the game, but you'll have people to hang out with, you have people to talk to, discuss decks, discuss all kinds of stuff, just kind of chill and hang out with. That's another reason why I'm still in this game today, is because of my friends that I've made through this game, and it just makes the experience a whole lot more enjoyable. So making friends is a definitely good thing. Alright, step number 5, I think. I don't know. If I messed it up, I'm going to put the thing right here. But learn the metagame. Just like in all card games, we have this thing called the metagame, or archetype, whatever. Basically, that kind of falls into categories, which is Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3. Tier 1 is like the best decks, the decks that usually always win tournaments. Tier 2 is the stuff that sometimes will win tournaments out of nowhere, and is really good, but sometimes can't keep up with the Tier 1 stuff. Tier 3 is the stuff that's, it's okay, but, not really all that great. The important thing about learning the meta is you'll learn what decks you need to be prepared for. It'll also give you an idea of maybe what you want to try to build. But, referring back to step 3, learning how to play and everything, going in and spending a crap ton of money and just building a deck that, is a archetype already, and going in, not knowing what you're doing, and just losing. I've seen that all the time. I mean, I've seen that just so constantly, just over and over. People will just say, oh, I got the card, so I'm going to win every match. No, that's not at all how it's going to work. You got to know how to play the decks, how to play against decks, and all kinds of stuff. This is a really complex game. So, learning the meta will be really good, because also it will help you build a deck that is going to be best in your area. I'll give you guys kind of an example. I was going to throw out 3 decks. Last format, there were 3 really big decks. Virizion Genesect, Plasma, and Evitalk Arbiter. So let's say, for instance, Evitalk Arbiter is really big in your area. So that's the deck you usually have to play against the most. Well, you'll go to a tournament in like another location, and over there, it's like all Virizion Genesect. But still, it's basically everyone's playing the same thing that, is big. I guess. I don't know how I'm trying to explain this. But I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say. Basically, it's going to be kind of different in areas. You'll see one deck more than the others, but still you see the decks anyway, like the same old stuff over and over. And that's really good because you need to learn what you're going to be going up against, because then you can prepare for it, you can tech for it, all kinds of stuff. Build your deck to be able to have a better matchup against that one. So I think learning the meta is a really good thing. Alright, this is kind of referring to 3, but kind of goes, I guess kind of continues on it. Learn how to, or like practice / learn how to play decks. Now, learning how to play decks and learning how to play, I feel like are 2 different things. You know how to play, shuffle your deck, give it to your opponent, draw 7, put down your basics, 6 prizes. That's the basics, because you know how to play. Now, learning how to play a deck, I feel, is different. Now, practice, that'll make, my leg is itching like crazy. Anyway, practicing, you'll get better, and you'll start to progress, and you'll see that you're getting better and better at the game. Don't let losing bum you out if you're new. Give it time. Like if you find that you're struggling and you're like, man, my deck can't win anything, talk to your friends. Say, hey, I'm not really feeling this deck, and I was wondering if you guys can help me. That's kind of what I did when I first started. I had a deck, I wasn't feeling it. I reached out to my friends, and they were like, all right, man, well, let's hook you up with another deck. And I loved it. Oh my God, it's raining like freaking crazy. Anyway, I'm sorry. I have ADD. Anyway, basically, also learning decks will help you when you face them. So, if you play a deck and then you take it apart and you go against someone who's playing that deck that you previously played before, you'll be like, oh, okay, I know what to do in this matchup. I got to go for that thing and get rid of that thing. And things like that. You'll have a better understanding of how to beat the deck because you know how to play the deck. And also, practicing will help you, be able to pull off those big plays. Those plays that will basically put your opponent in a very, very tough decision. Now, I've actually, struggled, every format change. I feel like this one, definitely is a lot better for me because currently, as I'm recording this, it's boundary crossed on through Furious Fist. Now, you will learn all about that stuff once you visit the website Pokemon.com and talk with your friends. I feel like that's because, I've been practicing, I've been getting ready for the format change and everything like that, so I kind of have a general understanding of what's good and what isn't anymore. So, definitely practice, definitely learn all the kinds of decks that are going to be out there, because, if you don't learn the Tier 1 decks, you are screwed. Alright. Step number 7, or whatever we're on. Attend tournaments. That's going to be a really good way for you to get out and get a lot more practice, and because you'll be facing other players that are outside your league, players that are different levels and playing different things, all kinds of junk and everything. That was the worst explanation I could have ever given you. But when you go out in tournaments, you'll be facing these big decks that you've been preparing for, and you'll go through a tournament. All right, round 1, I guarantee you, round 1, you'll just be absolutely, you'll be at one level, and then at the end of the tournament, you'll be at a different, higher level. I've seen that myself. Playing through a tournament as a new guy, and then after the tournament, you're a lot better. And tournaments do that. They do help you get better. They help you progress, and they help you just do all kinds of things. Because you'll be like, Well, this card didn't really, or like this stuff here didn't work for this deck. Didn't help me, so you can tweak your deck and all kinds of stuff like that and just get more prepared. Hop into another tournament, and then you'll see that, you know, you're going from winning 1 or 2 games a tournament to 3 or 4 games a tournament to 5 or 6 and making top cut, which making top cut feels awesome. And if you work at it and you practice, then you'll get there in no time. Alright, keep up with the TCG news and gossip. This is the next step. I think we're at 8. Places like PokeBeach, they post everything imaginable Pokemon news related. There's a lot of great article sites where you can read up on deck articles. You can read up on stuff like another thing that I really keep my eye on that's like TCG news wise is whenever like states is going on, or like regionals is going on, or nationals is going on, because you'll get to see all the decks that are winning and everything. And actually, I like to jot down what wins what and like tally mark how many they won, and that'll kind of give me a idea of what I'm going to be expecting in an upcoming tournament. Because a lot of people will be like, oh crap, this won here, so I better tech for it, and you know, it's just one big nightmare. But keeping up with the news and everything, PokeBeach is also really good because they'll release scans from Japan sets, and usually, like, I think they'll post scans, and then we'll get the set like several months later. So you'll get to look at cards and see what's coming out, see if you like it, you know, and you get to figure out, you know, hey, this looks fun, I might try it. And instead of going, whoa, I didn't know this was in this set, holy crap. But, you know, sometimes that's fun. You know, not checking on the cards and just getting surprised. But you never know. If you check it and you see something that you really want to like, and you play test. I would recommend, if you know something's coming out, just proxy. If you guys don't know what that is, that's basically when you put a card in and you say it's another, and you try the deck out yourself before it comes out. And if you're just playing around for fun at League, that's definitely okay. And if it works, you can put back money to buy them and have some fun. Alright, getting back to the step where I talked about getting in tournaments. One very, very important thing that I definitely recommend that you do is playtest. Playtesting is like practice, but I'm going to separate that because playtesting is going to help you like tweak your deck, make it better, and you know, get more prepared. Like throwing a deck together and, you know, going into a tournament usually doesn't work in this game, unless you're a really, really good deck builder. But most of the time, you know, you might want to play test and, you know, get your numbers right. Maybe you want 3 instead of 2 of a card in your deck, or you might want 2 instead of 3, or so on. So I definitely recommend playtesting, practice, all that stuff. You know, also you'll get better with your deck, and that's definitely important. All right, step number 10, definitely my most important one. Have fun. This is a game definitely centered around having fun. Centered. I just said centered. Anyway, this is a game centered around having fun. That's the most important thing you can do in this game. That's the best thing you can do in this game. Going out, having fun with your friends and stuff, you know, playing a fun tournament, meeting new people, you know, meeting some awesome opponents and having some great games. You know, games you can sit in the car and tell your friends about, and, you know, just everything. I have fun doing these videos because, you know, it's Pokemon related, it's Pokemon TCG related, and I have fun. I have fun in the Pokemon TCG just like I have fun doing this. You know, that's the most important thing. Alright guys, that is going to do it for my video. I hope these steps kind of gave you ideas or helped you. Like I said, I have no idea why I did this video. I just felt like doing it. But I hope you know, at least enjoyed it, or, you know, watched the whole thing. I don't know. I try to give somewhat, you know, a basic concept of how you can get better, and, you know, what you need to do if you're new to the TCG. But I love you all, and thank you for your support. Definitely means a lot. And that'll do it for me. And this is Epic Pokemon TCG, signing out.
It's all I wanna do.